This is the prep packet video for Unit 4, Chapter 9.8. This is objective number 4, where we work on multiplying complex numbers. So the big thing to remember with this is that everything you've learned about multiplying polynomials, this will still work. So here we're just going to multiply and simplify, and this, as I said, is everything you've been doing for quite some time. We're just going to multiply 5 times this complex number, and to do that we'll distribute. So 5 times negative 2 is negative 10, and 5 times 3i is 15i. Basically, I is still, it acts just like a variable. It's a constant, but it acts like a variable. So here we're going to use FOIL. So we're going to do the first terms. So 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. And then we'll do the outer terms. So 8 times 4 is 32. Now we'll do the inner terms. 3i times negative 1 would be minus 3i. And then finally the last ones. And 3i times 4i would be 12i squared. And this is important. This is something people always forget. But I times I is I squared. Now, you might think you're done, but you're actually not. So here in this version, we'll still have this. We're going to combine our middle terms, and so we'll have plus 29i. Now, I want you to remember something important here, because I squared equals negative 1. So this will be the same as plus 12 times negative 1, or minus 12. Negative 8 plus 29i minus 12. Now, here you're going to combine like terms, so combine your reals. So negative 8 plus negative 12 is negative 20. And then there's nothing else to combine that with, so that middle term turns into the unreal, the imaginary part. Oh, look, I made a little tail on that. That should be just 29i. Okay, so let's take a look at some more. Again, here we're just distributing. So 7 times 4 is 28, and 7 times negative 11 would be negative 77i. Here we're going to FOIL. So 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. 9 times 3i would be plus 27i. Negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10i. And negative 5 times positive 3 would be plus 15i squared. So in this version, it's negative 18, combine the middle terms, plus 37, 10, 37i. That was my dog making that noise. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to do this again. So I'm combining negative 18. So negative 18, combine the middle terms, so you'll have plus 37i. And remember, this I squared turns this into the opposite sign. So it's positive 15, so now it'll be negative 15. And you're going to combine your reals. So you'll have negative 33 plus 37i. And last but not least, let's do some just plain old distributing. Negative 6 times 3 is negative 18. Negative 6 times negative I would be positive 6i. And that's all there is to it. This is pretty simple. The biggest thing you have to remember is when you're doing those, when you're foiling and you end up with plus or minus, let's say 15i squared, that is the same as 15 plus or minus 15 negative 1. So you'll get the opposite as that last term. So go ahead and do the U-tries on page 591. and we'll see you on the next video.